Baby, take a chance on me. Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Nisi B. Nisi B, baby. Don't forget the baby. Hey. Okay, so yes, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell, today we are doing a story time, and it is an LGBTQ plus story time. This story I've been meaning to tell you for like months, and I just haven't gotten around to it, but I said let me get into it. So before we jump into anything, I just want to remind you guys to follow me on my social media. Honestly, Instagram is the most important, then Snapchat and Twitter. Okay guys, so here's the scene that we're setting. If you guys watched my video last April, May-ish, I went to Crave. Crave Spring Break is essentially kind of like a lesbian spring break to sum it up. So it goes on for I think 3 or 4 days. We flew in on the Friday, I want to say, and we left on the Monday. We were there having the time of our lives, meeting new people. It was dope, dope, dope. Each day there'd be like a day event, like most likely by the pool, then there'd be a night event, and then, you know, that'd be it. So the night events usually ended around 2 or 3 o'clock. And obviously, you know, with that kind of environment, nobody's trying to go to sleep, everyone's trying to get lit, everyone's trying to party, everyone's trying to... Nori, who you guys saw me in the video with, was there with me, okay? So to set the scene, it was maybe Saturday night, I believe. So the party ends, and we end up heading out and going back to our rooms. We're on the balcony, we're playing some soca and dance hall because we hadn't heard much. The closest we got to dance hall was Sean Paul, y'all. And anybody who knows me knows that Sean Paul is never cutting it for dance hall for me, because listen, who's going for Sean Paul? Anyways, we're on the balcony, we're jamming out to our soca, we're jamming out to the dance hall, and this girl is walking down below, and she looks up and she's like, hey, hey, and we look down like, hey, like, who you be? And so she was like, what you guys listening to up there? That's some soca? And we're like, yeah, we listen to soca. And you know, we're not used to being American to of Caribbean descent or even identify with the music, so we're like, ooh, we made a friend, Now, I want to describe how this girl looked, because I feel like you guys need to get the whole story so you understand what happened here. So she was like, she was very feminine. She had like the weave, she had sparkles on her face, she just looked magical in the nighttime. She looks friendly, you know, she's initiating the convo. We're like, this is dope. So we say hi to her. We're like, yeah, come up to our room, come dance with us, come have fun, whatever. And she's like, oh, no, you guys should come with me. We're having a party. We're having a party in this room over here. So, you know, seeing us, we were looking for the litness, we were looking for the fun. We're like, a party? So we go down the stairs and we meet her. And we just walked over to the other side, right? We get into the elevator and we go upstairs. I feel like this is the point in the story where we're gonna have to pause and explain something to you guys really quickly, because I just need to explain the degrees of lesbian to you guys real quick, okay? So let's listen up, children. I'm not gonna be able to encompass all the different types in this demonstration right here, but we're gonna try to do one to 3 of them, okay? You have me, hi, I am identified as a femme, okay? So I'm femme, oh my God, how we doing, Then we move over one, STEM. So the STEM is like, you're the girls who switch it up. So they'll do like the Studalicious vibes, and then they'll do the femme vibes, or they'll do the in-between where it's like full face of makeup, but I got my joggers on and my Jordans, and boom. You know what I mean? I can still steal your bitch. That kind of thing, right? We have studs. Yes, they are more masculine presenting. I don't like gendering clothing, but they wear like men's clothing, whatever. And then, you know, but they still look cute, they look sweet up, you can still tell they're a lady, you know. They still have their very feminine mannerisms, which I enjoy. There's another degree of lesbian over here that I don't know what to call them, but in the story we have a name, and they are just like the whoo, like the whoo, like they wear their, this is so inappropriate. But they are definitely the women who wear their straps in their pants. Like, they have the strap on 25/8. No offense to anybody who identifies as any of those type of women. You know, you're probably very comfortable in your skin, but I just had to do the division so you guys can understand where I'm going with this next part of the story. Okay, let's jump right back into it. Okay, let's go. Now, we step into the room, and it was full of the last type of lesbian, which I'm going to tell you guys we call nephew, okay? In the story, you'll figure out why we call them nephews, but hold on to that for a second. We are shook because we're like, okay, this is not what we signed up for. We thought we were going to the party where it's lit, right? So we got a room full of nephews, all of them looking real tough, looking like they gangbang on the regular, looking like, I don't know what that was, but whatever that is. Bottom line, point blank, is they look rough and tough, and we were like, whew, we did not sign up for this. Meanwhile, the head honcho in the room, the head nephew, goes, ooh, yes, thanks sis, like no problem. My girl walks out the room. So imagine, she brought us to this room, we're looking at each other like it's time to go, and they're dapping each other up. She's gone. She's like, okay, see you never. And she walks to the other side, and this room was huge. Like the nephew had the deluxe suite. Like there were like 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Like it was crazy. I was like, ooh, she got shmoney. But we didn't want to be there. And so now we're just standing there on the wall. And you know when you are in a really awkward position and you do not want to be there, so you hug the wall and you're just like, you're barely breathing, you're barely blinking. That was us in the corner. So now we're ready to make the escape. You know, we start making the 2 steps towards the door. The nephew's like, where you going? Where you going? And we're like, nowhere. Oh no, we not going anywhere. We sitting down. Like we were not trying to have no smoke with nephew, no smoke. And as we're in the corner, like 4 or 5 more girls come in. They get in the room and they're looking around like, and they have the same expression on their face that we have, but mind you, this was another recruit. I don't know how My Little Pony pranced past us, but she had gone and gotten more girls to come to the room. And for the sake of the story, I need to mention this. One of the girls was in a wheelchair, so she was chilling like, but listen, she was not to be played with. She was not with the bull. So they get in the room. So there's a knock on the door, boop, 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 right? She was an uncle. Uncle goes, hey, yo, nephew, the door. I was like, who is that? Like, I didn't even see uncle in the shadows. I was like, oh, hell nah, uncle is not over here telling nephew the door. So that's where we got nephew from, because uncle was like, hey, yo, nephew. So nephew goes to get the door. And then a nephew let a femme in, but then was like, nah, you can't come in, to the next girl who was there. So we're looking like, who's at the door? And it's a stud. So nephew's like, nah, you can't come in, you can't come in. We don't want no studs in here, da, da, da. And nephew's going off, and we're just like, so what's happening here? And nephew takes stud outside and is like having the one-on-one with stud, and stud's like, nah, I'm not about this, bye. And so stud left, right? So that's that on that. So then while we're standing there, okay, someone hit the lights. So all of a sudden lights were off. And when I tell y'all, we were like, because honestly, the situation was definitely not it. We're holding on to each other's hands like, girl, I got you, you got me. And then it was an accident. So the nephew who turned off the light turned it back on. Oh, my bad. And nephew kept it pushing. And then there was another knock at the door. Knock, knock, knock. So, you know, nephew heads to the door one more time. And nephew's like, nah, you can't come in here. Nah. So you guys already know it's another stud at the door. And nephew's just like, it's a no, you can't come in. So the girl in the wheelchair was like, hello, hi, that's my sis. Let her in the room. You can't be telling my sis she can't come in the room. So nephew was like, okay, hold on. Because at this point, all the girls were ready to leave, because we're like, first of all, you guys tricked us into coming here. Second of all, you're all aggressive AF. Third of all, you're not letting no studs in the room. Like, we don't get it. So we're ready to go. So nephew goes and talks to the friend. And the friend is like, okay. Because at first when the friend came to the door and nephew was like, nah, she was like, okay. Bop. She's ready to go off. But nephew and her friends were ready to go. Like, the second they heard the stud raise her voice here, they're like everybody was drinking. They all stopped and turned their attention towards the door like, I dare you to hype up on nephew. So then nephew's like, nah, chill out. And so nephew pushes stud back, and then they have a conversation in the hallway, and now stud is in the room. Now we have 1 stud, 20 nephews, and 10 femmes. And we're all sitting down here. Like, when I tell you guys, you have to understand, like, if this was the area, let's say, I wish I had a box or something. Let's just divide it in half, okay? If this is the front portion, This is where all the femmes and the one stud were. This is the back portion. This is where all the nephews were. Like, we did not step past this apple side. We didn't go, oh, let's go see what's going on in here. No, we weren't exploring. We stayed on our side because we're like, we're not doing this today. Y'all got us messed up. Then we're all sitting down there, and I think somebody tried to make a move towards the door. Like every couple minutes, every 10 minutes, somebody tried to make a move towards the door because, yo, we're all trying to find a way out, right? So one of the girls tried to move towards the door, and nephew's like, nah, nobody's leaving here. Nobody's leaving here. Everybody's staying. And then one of nephew's friends pulls up and goes, yo, this is a hostage situation now. And I'm like, hostage? So now, you know, we're doing the telekinesis. Like, oh, we gotta go. Girl, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. I know every single one of the femmes in there were trying to figure out a way to escape. Every single one. Like, everybody was just like, I'm not feeling this anymore. Like, we weren't even talking to each other, but you know the vibe. We felt it, right? There's a knock on the door again, right? Another boop, 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 right? Because people are hearing about the party, so they want to come through. Nephew goes and answers it. And y'all, I don't know what happened, but nephew was like, what? What? Started hyping up at the door, which signaled for all the other nephews to come running towards the door. I kid you not. There was one stud at the door, and there were like 5 nephews who pulled up on her. So now at this point, we're like, the door is open, the nephew, it's unattended, the head nephew is not here to stop us. The girl in the wheelchair and her friends, they pushed her right out that door, and we all follow behind them. Every single one of us. And you should have seen them running down the hallway with that girl and go into that damn elevator. We all squeezed into the one elevator. There was like 10 of us. We were ready to risk it all because, y'all, we were not staying there. It was actually nuts. We got held hostage in that goddamn room. Nori and I were like, never again. Took our asses back down those stairs, and we ran our asses all the way back to the room. And I think at one point, actually, the unicorn girl reappeared and was like, why did y'all leave the party? Girl, we were not trying to stay in that kind of environment. It was a hell to the nah, and it was just a hard no. So that guy was pretty much the story of how he got held hostage at Crave in the damn room. I really hope you guys enjoyed that story. Let me know in the comment section below what you would have done. And if you are interested in going to any of these events like Crave or Sweet Heat, speaking of Sweet Heat, as you guys may know or may not know, myself and Nori, who is starring in this story as well, have a travel group for queer women of color called Queer Queens Travel. I will leave it here. And we are actually planning a trip to Sweet Heat, and from now until the end of February we are making deposits $100 only. These spots are very limited, as in we're almost sold out. We're just finishing up, and you want to be a part of it. If you want to know any information about the trip, how much it is, all that fun stuff, make sure you slide into our DMs on Queer Queens Travel. I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. As always, it's a peace, and it's a love, and it's a annyeong. Bye, guys.
I'm feeling all this, she already know this. She want a bad man to come and video this. I'm feeling all this, she already know this. She want a bad man to come and video this. You want murder me, eh, eh, eh.